stage lower bracket featuring VESAKHA Esports taking on Boom Esports, the home crowd favorites against the final hope of IPL. Casters, take it away.
I mean, if the people at home can't hear the audience, I feel like the audience needs to do a little bit more of a better job at screaming for Boom in this one. But if you want a little bit of a Brucey bonus here, nice play is the CD key that you can fast track your progress by 1,000 on a pass points instantly.
And looking for a bonus, VESAKHA here making that lane swap. So Raven as well as Jinyoung will make that duo switch to the top lane. This is going to be a difficult task for the side of Miggy, but at the same time, they put pressure onto Bao. He's now in a 3v1 potential.
Exactly. I mean, I think I would rather be in Miggy's position, if anything, because obviously you got those flaming palms going to hit party pretty early on. I mean, you want to still have a few levels before you're taking a few of those to the face.
That's true, but you know what? Jinyoung also has the heals, right? So I feel like Raven and Jinyoung, this dual farm lane team has always found success in the early stages of the game, and I think VESAKHA has been able to extract the full value of that.
Yeah, I mean to that point though as well, right? Like as soon as you get Carl to level 4, which he is now, if he starts going up to that top side of the map and we see that Jinyoung is heart linking to Raven, that's going to be a double wing slash, right? Like a double knocker potentially there. It's going to be a little bit easier to maybe try and out-counter.
Yeah, I mean, right now, I think VESAKHA needs to be really careful because you want the space sprite, so automatically you will expect that Boom will rotate members there. So Raven, he plays it a little bit safe, will not be able to save the fire beak here. And for now, it is looking like Boom conquers the top side of the map.
Ooh, taking a lot of damage is going to be Carl there. Gets caught inside the board already, taking liberties, and first blood going over to VESAKHA as well.
Okay.
It's one on to draw.
I mean, not what I expected. Boom, normally they like to set the pace, right? And the fact that Boom has not been able to in the early game, I think this is the cause of concern. Miggy forced to use the flash. This one hurts.
It does hurt a lot. It really does hurt a lot for Boom. Obviously, maybe still shaken from their series from Blacklist yesterday, right? But at the same time, it's only game number 1. We've seen time and time again from Boom where they draft a very expensive draft in game number 1 and lose with it. But that doesn't define the rest of the series.
That's true. The other thing we have to consider is also how does this laning phase go for Danny against Bao. Now Bao, if he wants to try and freeze the lane, I think that could hurt Danny quite a bit. But in the meantime, it's more about the pacing, the faster rotations for the jungle. They will help out the jungler Nev instead.
I mean, naturally you'd want longer range from the party, right? Like you want to be as far away as possible, but the fact that he's got the flash and obviously going in with the combo of his ultimate as well, he's going to be able to kind of force away that infinite vastness before even like a team fight happens if he really wants to.
Yeah, that's true. And for now, they have 2 kills on the board instead of VESAKHA. They have a very healthy goal lead. In fact, it's close to 1.4 thousand.
Yeah, crazy here. VESAKHA Esports, they're definitely putting a wedge into the side of Boom Esports, but there it is, Val is trying to do a little chunk of wave damage onto the side of Danny here, trying to make sure he's catching him in these brushes, unexpected.
Yeah, but the lifesteal coming up from Bao, this one is quite hard for Danny to deal with, right? And if you play, oh, hang on.
Speaking of hard to deal with, it might be hard to deal with for Midgie at top side of the map once again. That's another takedown onto Gen Myth.
Yeah, look, he's been forced to take a seat for about at least 20 seconds in the game so far in game number 1. And if you're on the side of Boom as a fan, this is not what you want to see, right? VESAKHA having some decent control, and this is scary because we haven't seen the actual jungle engage in fights yet.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, you've seen that Nev is just concentrated down to the mid lane, right? Like, he's just getting all those waves that Gen Myth's leaving behind, which is a good call for the side of VESAKHA Esports. And clearly serving them quite well, right? I mean, they're like 2k up at this moment in time. They're 3 kills ahead. As the neutral objective just spawns here, that's a good position to be in.
Yeah, and right now I think it's much easier for Gen Myth to get those skills down because in comparison to Tatsuri, Gen Myth can kind of aim his second skill at any place around within range. Tatsuri needs to more or less watch his positioning to land that monster temple.
Yeah, like I say, we haven't really seen any like initiations from Tatsuri, right? I mean, yes, obviously he's stuck in the mid lane. He's not kind of like a Q1 support here, kind of just buddying system around. But now we could see a possible engage here for the side of Boom Esports, doing a lot of damage onto Bao as he's getting pushed away here.
Yeah, but the backup does come. Gen Myth is looking for some information on the side of VESAKHA. Meanwhile, Miggy does get the dive. Nev will come and respond. Unfortunately, Miggy gets the one, so he will be left to defend the T1 at the top. quite a bit of damage has been done already. But because they have the Tyrant buff for the next, 50 seconds, I think VESAKHA is in a good position.
Well, with Miggy being dunked on once, I feel like that little bit of the Firebeak's exponential prize for him there. But at the same time, we are getting the wind slash onto one here. Carl trying to upset the motion of Rhythm going into this team fight. Obviously, Jun Young, Heart links over the wall as well here. Potentially go and help aid and get the T1 takedown top side of the map here. There's nothing really here that Boom Esports can do to defy that takedown of the T1 in top side of the map here. Using the Unruly Blade to escape the board, only Neb gets caught.
Tatsuri, he should be down here. Gonna get the kills. Oh, nice. What a catch from the side of Gen Myth as well. And this is going to add on to the advantage that VESAKHA have already gotten for themselves in the 5.5 minute mark.
Wow. VESAKHA, man, like, they know how to fight. They are very much formulated with this draft. They are, I mean, Gen Myth on this Yixing is definitely landing those boards the way it needs to.
Yeah, he's called the board master for a reason, right? And right now, VESAKHA, I like this rotation around the map because they are able to get resources from both ends. Right now, the Crimson Golem should still go into the hands on the side of Carl. He's going to use his smite for it. And it's just the starting of a great escape for the side of VESAKHA.
I mean, that would be a problem for the side of Boom, right? If we saw Raven get that Crimson Golem and obviously Carl not have it, it's a huge blunder for them and it activates Raven a little bit earlier on such a huge pick like the Ali. But maybe this is the strat from Boom, right? Like, they get the Ali out of the drafting potential this early on, and then the rest of the series, it gets a little bit easier for them.
Yeah. I would definitely think that's part of the game plan as well, right? And one thing that we're talking about game plan, I think forcing Carl to use his smite now is always a big delay on the side of Boom to be able to get the other objective, which is the Overlord.
Celestial Medi gives over that second Unruly Blade here onto Carl, but at the same time, potential clash into the bot side of the map there with the minions, not meaning that T1 is going to get taken down. And Boom really needs to start getting some of these turrets onto the gorge.
I mean, we talked about this, right? When does Boom start taking and playing the macro game? I think that is definitive of their success. If Boom is able to get those macro takes, the T1s across the map, and really out-rotate VESAKHA, they will find success in this game #1. But that doesn't seem to be the case now.
They're not finding it, and they're not kind of... it doesn't look like they're that interested in finding it just yet. Maybe they want to get a few kills within a team fight. That sort of doesn't mean that they lose one member, or at best they lose draw on the Dolia maybe. But they're able to pick up like Gen Myth, Raven, or even Baal. But this time around, it's just not looking like it's going to be a bit of any kind of a realm of opportunity here for them unless they get some kind of dive in onto Raven.
Yeah, I think restraint is very important out here. Oh, it's the steal!
Ooh, Gen Myth getting that Crimson Golem. That's a bit hairy for the side of Boom Esports, but there again, was my board being committed here. Catches 4 of the members of Boom, but Midgie into the backline there. But you see Baal, he's always just checking, making sure Miggy's not going to wreck him.
I mean, the growth of Baal has been insane, but right now it's under a lot of pressure. The save coming in from the side of Jin Young as well. He does have the Star Spring if they need to pop that. They will pop that right now. And this is space bought for the side of Raven.
Yeah, with the Frost Guard's embrace there from being bought by Baal, that's going to make it a little bit harder for the side of Boom to get out of there. It's going to increase their movement speed, but now obviously using the Parasol, beautiful play there by Raven to escape the Boom.
I mean, the save by Jin Young. Look, they have been playing together for just a while. It's just IKL fall, and it feels like they've been playing together for years.
Maybe they have. Maybe they're just putting the work off screen, you know? Never know. I mean, that's definitely showing onto the gorge right now. They're going up against Boom Esports. They are definitely playing like one unit rather than a separate line.
Which is very important, right? This was a team game once again. They get 2 this time.
I don't think he's missed a single board just yet. Gen Myth catches 2, then obviously invites another 2 members of the side of Boom to get in as they try and take this Overlord. The Tyrant, gets stolen there by the side of VESAKHA Esports. Nev came through with that one.
Yeah, very smart utilization of the stun coming from Gen Myth as well, right? All those mini setups, the sliding stones, they deal additional damage, and for every person it passes through, it lands a stack onto you. That's why Gen Myth has found so much value in the team fights.
Speaking of value, look at the value of this party. He may get taken down here, Baal, but he may be able to escape. No, he's going to be the answer there. Boom! Collects 2, and 1's Raven as well, and now they catch TC onto 3. It is men on the run with the infinite vastness here through Danny, but the flaming bomb, it Dives down Junyoung as well. That's a 4-0 trade for the boys in Boom.
Insane value. We talked about Tatsuri. Hey, it's pretty difficult to land a Mournful Tempo. Oh, he did it. He got all of the members on the side of VESAKHA, and the rewards are bountiful here. It's going to be a T1 on the bottom, and looking like a T1 in the mid as well.
Yeah, that skill name was definitely named with purpose, because that was a mournful play for the side of VESAKHA. They were literally like, guys, what happened? We lost 4 members, but literally nothing.
Yeah, they were soaring in the sun, right? But this one, I think flying a little bit too close, got burnt there. This attempt to take the T2, I think it's worth the risk, but the execution wasn't as clean. That final jump in, along with the stunts by Kao and the ultimate by Tatsuri, really changed the plane of the fight for this one.
I feel like if they only got Val, then yes, the T2 takedown would have made a lot more sense there and a definitely worthwhile trade, but you lose Raven straight away, and then Gem Myth as well as Nev and Junyoung. It's like, bro, you've just completely wiped out most of the team of VESAKHA here, and definitely put a little bit of a blunder into their tempo, but that board's being connected once again. Not really stopping. Jet Myth here with these fantastic World is my board, catching out Carl, especially when these neutral objectives are just turned Shadowborn.
Oh, hell!
Oh! Miggy with a double knockup. It's the older brother of Boom. He's coming in, he's feeding them. He's like, yo, let's get some more kills, let's drive them away. But this means that it could be contested here. Actually, no, Nev's dead, so no smite, no problem.
Yeah, I mean, Boom is on fire, but hang on,
Speaking of in fire, it's the mermaid. She gets taken down, but I mean, that's just a distraction overall, right?
Yeah, this potential save from Tatsuri could come in. He does have vision over this attempt by the side of VESAKHA.
No. A little bit too early for Tatsuri there, going in with the engage, but now it's all down to Migi as well as Danny, but that's going to be a double takedown onto Raven. Can he get some more? But Carl comes in, cleans up shop.
Okay, so they buy some time on the side of Boom. They stop that attempt from the side of VESAKHA. And VESAKHA, they still have the goal lead. All they need to do now is to make sure they have map control. And in the brush, Carl is waiting.
He's waiting, he gets the wind slash onto Nev here, gets double knockup, even when he's using the parasol to go back here, but Danny's like, do I go with this? Should we play this safe? Do we contest this?
I don't know. Oh, Raven!
Raven goes down, unfortunately, for the side of VESAKHA, and Boom's like, hey, I'll take that one, and we're looking for that Overlord as well. Forget the primal bond, we are primal wolves.
Yeah, complete disarray for the side of VESAKHA, and they're gonna start losing a lot more. We asked about the macro game from Boom, and they delivered. They're gonna be able to put some work on the T1 on the top side as well. Now T2 under trouble and in trouble from the side of VESAKHA.
Yeah, VESAKHA's early game looks so clean, but now they are at this one to lose, right? T2 in the mid lane being taken down. We see that Danny in top side of the map looking to go for the T2 up there. They are not looking at stopping. They found their momentum.
They were asking about, the timings. And it looks like it must be the shadow variants before Boom starts turning on their engine.
Yes, exactly. They're Ru engine, but they don't have my Shurinoya there, but they do catch out the board here. Maybe this could be the turning point for VESAKHA with this final defense at their base. But no, Ball, he's definitely trying to do the damage, but Carl is soaking it up. He's like, brother, keep hitting me.
Oh, nice stun coming in, and that's going to be a pushback on the side of VESAKHA here. T3 on the top already taken, one more maybe.
Yep, another one with the wind slash connected onto Nev, but he may be able to get the dive in here. But again, Junyoung dives in with a bit of farewell. Is pretty much almost close to losing life, but that Destiny counter is going to be a destined save.
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't know, Boom have the lead all the way, but right now it's a big comeback from them actually.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, VESAKHA looked like it was going to have an easy game, but then no, Boom activated. There was like, you know what? What are we doing, lads? Let's get our head into the game. Let's take game number 1, and that's what we're seeing here potentially with the Vanguards rocking through to the Crystal.
Yeah, they took a risk by putting the U1 in the mid here, right? You're relying on draw to be able to survive in these big exchanges in the early parts of the game, and boy, they have. And this is where the value of Tatsuri's ultimate, the unending sorrow, has come to full fruition. Every single heal, Boom is able to fight even longer, even harder.
Exactly. I mean, especially with the Venomous staff being built as well as the Blazing Cape, right? Like, the healing potential that VESAKHA once had, especially when you see Baal dive in, is no longer there.
Yeah, and look, most people would say, hey, maybe this is greedy, but the full magic build is making a lot of sense for Boom right now.
Yeah, it just takes a while for Tatsuri to get online, right? Like, he could potentially be a secondary carry if Danny falls down early in these fights. But so far, since that change of tides, Danny's been popping up.
I like they use the change of tides because they have a Dolly on their team. They definitely have the ability to put water everywhere on the gorge as they please.
Exactly, there's a fire in the pants of VESAKHA right now, and they definitely want to put that out if they don't want to get this lead loose onto the side of Boom Esports.
Alright, so the hope of IKL, VESAKHA Esports, they have to try, but look at the damage from the side of Danny. I mean, this is also because he has the Crimson buff, but Val is waiting.
There we go, Daybreak can be built onto Raven here, maybe, just maybe that's the damage they need to try and curtail Carl, but Carl is on the Dune, man, and Dune is so tanky at this point in the game.
Yeah, look, one big fight, you don't even have to get an ace, right? Just taking 3 members away from VESAKHA, I think that guarantees you the Crystal take on the side of Boom.
Oh, absolutely. Just like what, get Nev, Gem Mid, and Raven, and it's pretty much all she wrote. 'Cause, I mean, Bao on this party hasn't had the greatest performance. I mean, he was obviously at a bit of a disadvantage into the bot side of the map in the early game going up against Danny. Like, there was no real kind of like tit for tat to be had. But he tried his best, right? He got the push for the T2, and ever since that point, it seems to be the pinnacle for the Boom comeback.
I mean, that's why there was a little bit of concern during the BP phase, right? We're talking about, hey, Boom actually has a lot of control coming in from the side against VESAKHA's Val on this party, and once again, control galore.
Control galore, just literally denied Val into the backline. He has to flash to try and get the safety, and I mean, nice board by Gen Mid. It slows down Boom for now.
Oh, nice flash!
Was it enough of a slow? There it is, the takedown for Boom. Danny, they just need some minions at that crystal. They're going for a team ace. Double kill for the side of Boom, and there we go. The boys, the Wolves, they're looking for their minions to get game number 1 crystal, and it's going to be Boom Esports taking this one away from the VESAKHA Esports.
They don't even need the backdoor protection to be taken down. A beautiful game coming in from the side of Boom Esports.